Hey y'all, happy Saturday. So I know two Chronicles, and within one day of each other, I went from doing none for like about a month to doing two within 2 days. I know, crazy. However, I did tell you that there were some that I wanted to do and that I might follow up with more Chronicles. And lo and behold, I decided to do another Chronicle. So let me just preface before I give this feedback. Everybody knows that I'm a Nicki Minaj fan. I always have been for many, 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 many years. Even before she blew up, like when she first hit the scene and she was trying to get her, get her music out there, I was a supporter. Before she had all her plastic surgery done, which I'm a complete supporter of, before she, just blew up, her spot blew up, I was a Nicki Minaj fan. So let me throw that out there. However, that does not mean that I can't be fans of other female rappers, because I've been fans of school female rappers for years. MC Light, Queen Latifah, Salt and Pepper, Spinderella. Like, so I'm talking about back in the day. Okay, so she's just one of the younger, newer rappers that I like. Now, Cardi B. I'm really indifferent when it comes to Cardi B. Like, I know that there's the whole, team Cardi B, team Nicki. And like, I don't feel like it should be that way. Like, they're talented. They're both beautiful, talented women of color. So I can like both of them. And actually, to be honest, I mean, I listen to some of Cardi B's music too. Most of the ones that I listen to is collabo with somebody, not usually just her. And I think a lot of her music is collabo with somebody else. So, I mean, in all honesty, the songs that I do like that she is on has other artists on there. However, she has a unique sound. And so there is some music that she has that I do can appreciate. So, no shade, no tea against her as an artist. Like I said, I think Nicki and Cardi B can still be great in their own right. It doesn't have to be a competition. I think that as black women or women of color, we tend to do that, have a competition with each other. It's unnecessary when we should actually be helping each other. So, that aside, I do want to bring some tea, and I'm sure this is tea that you already know, but I still got to do a chronicle on it. So as you may have heard, Cardi B, which, let me get her full name together, because y'all know I like to have people's birth names put out there. People, they want to be known as these gangster rappers, and they want to be, this is that and the other to the third, like they've been in the streets and all of that. And then you look them up and they from like the suburb of a whatever. Yeah, okay, so let me get her name together. Not to say that's her history, I'm just saying. Okay, so her name, Cardi B, her birth name is Belcalis. That's Belcalis, and I'm probably not saying it right. Her middle name is Marlenas. Her last name is Almanzar, so that's Almanzar. She is Latina, so I'm sure that there's history or some meaning behind her name, but that's her name. So let me read it back to you again. Belcalis Marlenas Almanzar. Try to say that fast 5 times in a row, back to back. But Cardi B is what she's known for short, which works fine for me. So I have a very unique first name too, so I get it. Anyways, so she turned herself into the police station because apparently, which I was not privy of this information, so I did not know, Cardi got into an altercation, well, more than one actually, just recently, more than one. She got into an altercation, well, in this case, it's pertaining to an altercation with, or where she was like throwing bar stools. They said she was, let me make sure I get it right, because I don't want to quote wrong. They said she was throwing chairs, bottles, and hookahs. And that's HOOKAHS. So hookahs that you smoke, go to the hookah lounge. Not a hookah, but a hookah. Okay. She was throwing bottles, chairs, and hookahs at like 3 o'clock in the morning at this, at the Queen Strip Club in Flushing, New York. So apparently 2 female bartenders, they at first said that one of them had gotten injured, but then they said that there was no medical attention that was required. So later on, Cardi B's lawyer said that there was no harm, physical harm to the bartenders. Anyways, 2 female bartenders that the attack was against. And apparently what's being said is that B thought or had heard that Offset, her husband, had apparently had some type of sexual relations of some sort with one of these female bartenders, who I think I was told are twins. Okay, check. Whether it's true or not that he did or not, I have no idea. But apparently Cardi B felt some kind of way because she went up in there and acted a fool. Which hence resulted in her being charged with, once again, let me get my facts, 2 misdemeanor counts of reckless endangerment and 1 misdemeanor count of assault. And although those are not felonies, still, they are still misdemeanors, and that means it's still going to be on your record. Now, I think that she already has a record, so, I mean, it's not like this is new, but for someone that whose career has jump-started, like, overnight, I would think that she would want to be focusing on her career, and she just had a baby, and she has a husband. I would think she'd want to focus on those 3 very important parts of her life right now. Because the thing about being in the limelight is you can be hot today and cold tomorrow. So you acting a fool out in public, making a scene, hurting other people, not acting ladylike, not being mature, can ruin your career. And there are artists out there that can attest to that. People don't want to be associated with that. They don't want to do business with you. They don't, they don't want people to link the two of you together because you have a reputation now. So they like, okay, we want to do business with her because she's talented and she's beautiful. And she's also had work done to herself as well. But like I said, I support all that. So it's not just Nikki, her as well. But it's like, okay, she's talented and she's got something to say, but she's so busy acting a fool that they can't take her serious. And see, that's what you risk when you out in these streets acting like you still in these streets. And that's what I'm saying. These artists need to get it through their thick skulls. Female rappers, male rappers, athletes, singers, actors, actresses, whoever's in the limelight. You are in the limelight, which means the shit you used to do, the people you used to roll with. I'm not saying you can't still be cool with them, but there are certain activities you can no longer partake in because now you are under a microscope. You are in the limelight. So they're going to notice everything that you do. Everywhere you go, they're going to see you. So why would you put yourself in that situation where it can be shed negatively on you? Don't do that. Like, you should want to be a role model. You should want to be a positive image for the people of color. In her case, she's Latina. So for the Latina community, I mean, she should want to be a positive influence and be a role model. And acting all ratchet and out of order and unladylike is not the way to do it, especially now that you have a daughter. I mean, how do you explain that to her? How do you treat her? How to be a great representation of a young lady, or to be, a mature and law-abiding citizen when you got 2 cases, 2 counts of misdemeanor for one charge and 1 count of misdemeanor on another. I mean, that's ridiculous. So you hurting 2 other females because of something you heard, whether it's true or not, it doesn't change the fact. So you acting a fool is not gonna help you. And if anything, you gonna hurt your career. And it may not seem like that because you on top, but it's like that can change overnight. People are shifty. Humans, we are shifty. So, I mean, it's best to focus on the positive things you have in your life, your child, your husband, and your career, and your health, and your family. Those other items are very important too. But anyways, so she, turned herself in, and the court case, now the event took place on August 29th. That's when this, violent attack is what they're calling it, took place. But the court case will be on October 29th. So I guess that's when they'll go through, what they're feeling like they need to do. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets, taken care of outside of court. Because like I said, from what the report is, although initially they said there was injury, later on they said there was no injury. So I could see that there is maybe some civil penalties that will be given that will shut all this down. But at the end of the day, she shouldn't be putting herself in that situation to even have that, be even a possibility where she might go to jail or have charges against her. But anyways, so I also saw that she had just had another altercation. She had an altercation with Nicki Minaj. during, New York Fashion Week, which is huge. I mean, New York Fashion Week, everybody goes to New York Fashion Week. And supposedly, like I had saw somewhere, they were saying that they were kidnapped, that she tried to kidnap Nikki, or there were kidnap charges. I don't know if that's true. But anyway, she got into an, altercation with Nikki. No charges were filed for that situation. But apparently Nikki came back and made a comment that, and this is in where, I mean, I agree with this, that, somebody needs to get her help. Now, I don't know about that. Like, I don't know enough about Cardi B to be like, she has a history of mental illness, or she has a history of doing things that may appear to, seem like she may have some mental issues. But, y'all know that I talk about that. I talk about that because that's serious. But Nikki, she was being genuine, and she on her show, and she said, Cardi needs to get help. Like, somebody needs to help her. Like, she's at the top of her game in her career, and she's gonna, same thing I was saying, that she's gonna damage that career by acting out, and doing things and putting herself in a situation she doesn't want to be in. So and I agree with Nikki. Like, I would be saying the same thing to her, like, Cardi, you need to calm down. Like, if you need some anger management classes, you need to get with that. If you need to take a breather, or you need to get, some resources on how to breathe and, like, relax, you need to do that, because you could easily ruin your career. And it may not seem like it may not feel like it, because you're like, I'm on top, but you can easily go from here to here. And there are so many people, entertainers in whatever field they're in, that can attest to that. One day you're up there and the next day you're down there. People are fickle like that. Like, they want you to be a good role model. They want you to have a good reputation. They want you to be doing positive things. They want you to be, out there helping in the community, in society. And if you're out there throwing bar stools or chairs at people, that's not what they want. They don't want that image. They don't want to be associated with it. So when Nikki made that, she said that it came across like it was genuine. Like, she needs to get help. She's in the prime of her career, and this could be a make or a break. And, she's, acting out and getting into it with people unnecessarily. And I don't even know the true beef between her and Nikki. I just know, as long as I can remember, since Cardi B, has come out, and I mean, that hadn't been that long. I mean, she's only been out a couple. But there's always been beef between her and Nikki. And according to Nikki, she don't got beef. It's Cardi B that has beef with Nikki. But I think that it could be truth on both sides. That Nikki, having been in the industry for so many years now, I think she is kind of feeling herself. And that can come across as being cocky, or overly cocky, overly confident. And although I support Nikki and I do like her music and I like her, when I first saw Nikki, I didn't like Nikki. I'm gonna be 100. When Nikki first, not, let me take it back. I liked her at the beginning, when she was raw, and like, she hadn't really gotten hugely discovered, but she was out there doing her music, pushing her demo, whatever. Once she blew up, let me clarify, I didn't like her. Once she blew up, she was like she would show up on stage with a plastic penis, and she would have all these god awful outfits. And although she's known for her different wigs and all that, totally understand having your own identity and doing your own thing. I totally agree with that. Like Lady Gaga, like, I totally get that. Everybody has a niche. I get that. But when she first was trying to hustle, I liked her. Then when she finally blew up and she finally started coming out of her, just showing who she really was, I kind of took a break from her, because I was like, she doing the most. Like, that's not me. I'm not into that. Because I think she went on, like, this been some years ago, she went on like Teen Choice Awards of some sort, I think, and she had on stage, she had a pink leather outfit, and she had on a dildo, like a strap on of some sort, on the stage. Nikki, that, especially with the kids, that's too much, boo boo. Like, I understand having self-identity, but boo boo, you doing too much with that. So I kind of stepped back. But then I slowly but surely came back into the fold, and, started supporting her again. And she has grown a lot. She has grown a lot. She has changed a lot. She's matured a lot. I think that she realized, like, what she's saying about Cardi B, she realized back, a while back, about herself, that you have to really be careful, and you have to take notice and take interest in your reputation and in your, who you are, and so I think now she's trying to be mature. She's trying to just, be on her hustle. She tries, to stay out of the public eye in a negative way. And I think she was just trying to say that to Cardi B, like, yo, Cardi, like, you talented, you know what I'm saying? You could really, really, go off, like you on top, but excuse me, you could really, really make this a long lasting career if you just get this anger and whatever else under control. And I mean, you can't get mad at Nicki for saying that. I agree with her. And I would give that advice to anybody. And so what Nicki is saying is absolutely correct. She should get herself together and get her career, keep it stable, because just because you're on top right now doesn't mean you will stay on top. But anyway, so Cardi B, like I said, she's got court coming up October 29th. I guess they'll figure out what they're going to do. Whether there's a civil case that'll come about or not, I don't know. But I know for me, I foresee that it'll be settled outside of court. And there will be some type of money exchange from Cardi B to those young ladies. That's just my opinion. They haven't said that. That's just what I feel. That's what I think is going to happen. Because at the end of the day, like I said, there were no serious injuries or anything of that sort. So, I mean, what are they going to be? Now they may still, they still may follow through with the criminal charges too. I'm just saying, I think that they would also like give her maybe like a lesser sentence, maybe, volunteer or community service or something or whatever. And then they may get that cheddar. So I wouldn't be surprised. But when I saw that, I was like, shit, Cardi B acting a motherfucking fool up in here. I mean, you done went up in there, cut up because you think your husband fucking... See, that's the thing. Women of color, we get so fucked off. See, the difference between us and white women, Caucasian women, is that they gonna get them motherfuckers in their pockets. They gonna get them legally. They gonna take them to court. They gonna get custody of them kids if they got kids. They gonna get his motherfucking money, at least half, if not more. They gonna clean him out. They gonna do it the legal way. Us, we want to cut up and bust his windows, slash his tires. We want to go fuck one of his best friends. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's ridiculous when we could do it the legal way. That's the way to do it. Get in his pockets. You know what I'm saying? Get on TV and do a press conference. Speak truth and facts. Don't do all the opinions of what you think he did. No, have proof. You know what I'm saying? But get them legally. Don't act out where then you get into legal trouble. And then you want to get on the woman. Why the fuck you getting with the women? The women are not married to you, ladies. Cardi B. Cardi. You and the rest of these women who come across here and you want to get bowdy with these girls. No, you need to be getting bowdy with your motherfucking dude. He the one fucking off on you. So if you thought he was getting his dick sucked or he was fucking somebody, you need to get on his ass. He married you. He got a baby with you. These two girls, twins, bartenders, whatever they are, they didn't marry you for. These women have no loyalty to these other women. If you got a husband or you got a long time boyfriend, significant other, partner, baby daddy, whatever, other women have no loyalty to you. Let me say that. No loyalty. They owe you squat. They owe you shit. Who got loyalty to you is your dude. Or your gal, whoever you with, whatever you're expecting, what you into. Your partner got loyalty to you, not these girls. They don't owe you a goddamn thing. They want a sponsor, hey. They want a sugar daddy, hey. You know what I'm saying? That's on your man to keep his shit straight. So before you go up in another strip club and throw bottles and hookahs and chairs, why don't you get in the house and beat his ass? If that's what you want to do. If you want to go down like that for assault, go down for assault on his ass. Your baby daddy, your husband. Not the women. They don't owe you shit. And we as women, we need to fucking snap out of it and wake up. The woman owes you nothing. If you don't remember nothing else I said from this fucking chronicle, the woman owes you nothing. Okay? And if it was me and I was fucking your man, which I would not be, but let's say I was, and you came for me, I would try to crack your skull open. I ain't lying. Because my thing is, I owe you Nathan. Not a goddamn thing. Your man, he owe you. Your baby daddy, your boo thing, your significant other, your partner, whoever it is, man, woman, whatever, they owe you. So get it straight, women. Get it fucking straight. Especially women of color. We just act a good goddamn fool. Anyway, all right, y'all. I just want to get off my chest. So, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe. And I'll see you next go round. Peace out.